the Ring Fanatics podcast, episode 218. I am Nick, your host. With me, as always, is my co-host Joel.
Yo,
As per usual, go subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on all social media platforms,
yes, sir.
Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and wherever you listen to the audio versions of your podcast. Go give us a follow over there as well.
You know the
Um,
vibes.
let's talk about what's happened this weekend. This
Let's
weekend was a
talk about it.
very big weekend. A lot of chatter. But a lot
What
of
were
big
your
moments.
thoughts? What were your thoughts first on night one?
It was fun. That was a fun night. Uh, Not much really happened besides Seth cashing in. That was obviously the
Yeah,
big outcome of the night.
good
We
wrestling.
you
That
c-
were very
yeah,
good matches.
you called it. You called the
I mean, come on, man. He got us. He tried to get us.
He tried. You remember for the I'm injured
Great
shit.
reveal though. Great reveal. Like I thought
Yeah,
that was awesome. The way that he threw away
the crutches and
the
just
crutches at like the
yeah,
same time that the music dropped. Like it was awesome. It was just an awesome moment.
yeah,
Um, yeah, took it away from Punk. Now that story goes on. Kind of, we kind of called this, but we thought it was gonna happen with the women at SummerSlam. We thought the women were gonna cash in
yeah,
a few
yeah.
months ago, and we had the same story. The
Literally the
the
same thing. Yeah,
person wins, the babyface wins, and then the heel comes out and cashes in.
yeah.
But such an awesome moment. Awesome moment.
It
And
was.
great match by Punk and Gunther.
Oh, of course. Yeah. I kind of felt like that was coming because we were saying that we were at the viewing party when it happened.
Yes.
I was saying because everyone was cheering for Punk, and I was like, wait, there's got to be a reason why, like, because I found it very strange that it went from Punk getting just demolished the entire time, then all of a sudden he just won. That was weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was
I
like,
didn't like that.
yeah, so I found that very strange, and I'm like, yo, there's got to be a reason why he just all of a sudden hits two GTSs and then just wins right there.
Yeah, like
You
he's
gotta
so beat down. Something has to
exactly.
happen.
You would assume that because he's so beat, he wouldn't be able to lift Gunther, but then he
Yeah.
did it twice, and then I was like, wait, give it a second. Seth's gonna come out, and then
And
the
then
music played, and
sure
then
enough it happened.
yeah,
Great sell too by Punk when the music hit and you just see the life come out of his body just like
yes,
like he knew
it,
what was happening.
yeah, he knew what was about to happen, so I was like, it you would have think like by now, Money in the Bank winners would just like leave or like
Leave the ring.
champion, yeah, leave the ring by now.
Leave the ring. 5 minutes he was in there.
Yeah,
And
you could,
I thought it was gonna be like a funny spot. I thought it was gonna be like kind of like when Del Rio ran in on him and he just kicked him in the head and ran off. I was kind of thinking that was gonna happen, and then no, Rollins cashes in.
yeah, he let Rollins cash in.
Yep,
He let that happen.
yep.
Um,
Great moment though.
Amazing moment, amazing
Great,
moment.
great moment. Great SummerSlam moment.
But yeah, the whole card was just perfect with obviously the tag match opening up. We knew that was gonna happen.
Oof, yeah.
Um, so
A
it
lot
was
happening in that match. There was a lot of moving pieces in that match.
there
Enjoyed it
was.
overall though, but there was a lot happening.
Yeah, there was a lot that happened. I was like, wait a second. The Jade and Tiffany match is really what got me upset that night. That really
Clean
upset me.
too.
Yes, and not only that, it lasted less than 10 minutes.
Yeah. Ha-
So
have they given up? Is this it for Jade? Have they
I
kind of cooled down on her? You think?
I don't I know. I just don't know what's next though.
Yeah, and
You
they didn't
know,
really like tell us either. Like she just no shenanigans, no Tiffany.
interferences.
Yeah, turning heel, nothing.
The
Just
only thing
one,
that
two,
happened was
three.
like the only thing that happened was like, oh, Tiffany held onto the ropes or something. Remember when she pinned her in the corner and then like her foot was on
Oh
the
yeah,
rope?
because Jade had her beat and then
Yeah,
pulled her over and her foot went on the rope, which was
yeah,
that was an awesome moment. Yeah, that was a
yeah.
good spot because it was
So
like one, two, oh shoot.
I guess you could save her. Like I had that moment
Yeah,
one, but then your foot was on the rope, so let me get another shot.
yeah.
Then
I mean,
maybe,
hopefully that's what it is, and they build this one up a little better, and I'm a little
yeah.
excited if Jade wins.
I,
So
it it should be Tiffany turning heel though. That's the
yes,
thing, and I think I said this when we did the predictions. Like Tiffany should not be a babyface right now.
no, it's not working.
Exactly. I get it from the beginning because it's like people wanted her to cash in her briefcase, and people were cheering for it. So
Yeah.
great opportunity, great chance, great timing to make her babyface. But you could have turned her back to being a heel. She spent like what 3 years in NXT being a heel, and then all of a sudden she has to now work babyface after being so good in her role as a heel.
Yeah,
That
that
it
is
just
true.
that just didn't like. It should not have happened because for a little bit, at least like right after some WrestleMania, would have been like, oh, it turned heel. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Like a Money in the Bank.
Yeah,
Kind of like
yeah.
around there. Yeah.
At when she faced Trish Stratus at Evolution. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that's
What
also true.
she back to back PLEs where she faced to face. You know, so
It's
what?
just weird the way
It's
they're doing
weird.
that. Yeah, like for that, like you said, just turn her heel. Like, yeah, that match was just weird to me. And then again, like the clean 1, 2, 3 was just like, whoa, like it didn't seem like that was supposed to be the end. And just 1, 2, 3. Oh shit, Tiffy wins.
I wouldn't be surprised if like some like report comes out and it's like, oh yeah, but this match went overtime, so they had to cut their matching
Yeah,
really short.
that could be a thing too. But I don't know. I feel like they got all the time in the world when they got the 2 nights. Like it gives them
Yeah,
extra cushion.
yeah, but for a 7-minute match,
That's
like
true. Yeah.
that seems like a lot of time that was taken off their
Yeah,
match,
that's
not just
tough.
like a little bit.
Nah, yeah, you're definitely right on that because that's and they're champions. Like that was a champion match. That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah. So they should have gotten more time than what they
Yeah,
had.
the tag match probably got more than them, right?
Yeah, most likely, most likely.
Yeah,
Alexa and Charlotte winning the tag titles, they got a moment.
yeah.
Maybe
They got a good moment. They got a good
good moment.
moment, but
Yeah,
I take it away from them because that moment on Monday, that promo that they were doing, I
that
don't know
was
if you saw that.
I was like I was cringing. I was cringing. It
Wow,
was
I felt bad. I was like, I
yeah.
was feeling like secondhand embarrassment because I was like, oh no, like I see where this is going. This is bad. Like they kept trying to like, I don't know if they would try to bounce off of each other. It was just bad.
It wasn't working. I think they were trying to get the crowd hyped, but no one was
Yeah, like
responding
I
to it.
saw what they were trying to do, and
Yeah,
then as it was happening, I was like, oh no,
no one's
this isn't
yeah,
going the way we thought it was gonna go.
no one's reacting to this. I guess
Yeah,
they're trying too much here. But like I think the reason why like like Jade didn't win because so much happened that one night that I think that her moment would have take not would it wouldn't have been as big of a moment than it
wouldn't
was.
have been talked about the way that
Yeah,
should be. Okay, I got you on
exactly.
that one.
So that's why I feel like it didn't happen at all.
They decided just
Um,
to wait it out.
yeah, give it maybe at Paris there'll be a rematch, and then that's where she gets her
That's where
moment.
you do it. Got you.
So something big happens out of it.
I wouldn't be
Um,
mad at that.
me neither. Me neither.
I mean,
Um,
but flipping over to Naomi, what a match! What a triple threat match that
yeah.
was.
What I'm at, and I think I feel like the reason why I think I said this last week too. I feel like the reason why they did that match, especially first, like they did with Mania, was because of how good the Mania match was.
Yeah,
So they decided to do that again to kind of like give us a good match to start off with. Which I feel like if it was just Io and Rhea, it would have been much better. You know, didn't really need to do much.
yeah, I feel you on
Or
that.
but again, adding Naomi, you need the challengers to beat already. You can say
Yeah,
she's beaten Io and Rhea in one match. Now she's got Stephanie next.
yeah, and
Um,
Jay actually called it with the roll up pin. He was like, "I got her on roll up," and it actually
yeah,
happened. That was
yeah,
it was interesting the way that match went down. I
it
did like
was.
how it kept everybody though afloat. Like even though I feel like with Rhea and Io, they could both take pins and it's no
And
problem.
Rhea took the
Clean
pin.
pins too, and that'd be fine.
Rhea was the one that took the pin, so that's
Yeah.
even better to
But
say
I'm
because
saying like it was a roll up pin. Like it was more to be like,
yeah,
okay, Rhea's still Rhea. But I think she could take a clean pin and be okay. Like
yeah,
take a 1, 2, 3 on the mat. I just don't
yeah.
think they want to do it.
It's just like I think it was supposed to be like a moment where like Naomi, of course, being a heel,
No,
she
yeah,
had to
for
present
this
a heel.
story, yeah, for this
Yeah,
story, Naomi needed to do that. Yeah.
but you have again, she is up against two of the top best, so you can't, you know what I mean? Like you need a way to defeat them
No,
and
yeah.
put them in the back of the line, and why not just do a roll up, take the opportunity and
One
just win?
1000%. I feel you on that.
Yeah,
I
but
get that.
her entrance is cool though. Her dad
Nah, that
coming
was
out and just
dope.
doing
That was cool. I
yeah.
like how they made it a big deal.
Yeah, it did.
Like
It
that
felt
was
like
cool.
this whole weekend felt like Mania. You know
It was also booked better than Mania.
exactly. It was yeah.
And probably had it was probably a better show than Mania, to be
It
honest.
was. It
Now
was,
that
and there
like
was
I'm trying to think back about it, yeah, it was probably a better show overall.
because I remember they said like I forgot which match it was. I think it was the triple threat with Naomi, Rhea, and Io, and then they said this was some Naomi's first SummerSlam match in like a certain time, and I was remember thinking I'm like this is not her first Mania back, and I realized like oh shit, SummerSlam, not Mania.
Oh shit.
I was like oh shit, it's in SummerSlam.
Wow,
And
has she not been in SummerSlam for a minute? Now that I think
I
about it.
I don't think she competed in a while,
Well, I guess
and
last year she was just back,
yeah,
and then
the
she
year
wasn't
before,
there for a little bit. Okay,
yeah.
I mean it adds up, but that's
So
crazy. Yeah, the way that they treated it, it felt like WrestleMania.
1000%.
Yeah.
It felt like it. It felt like it. Um,
How was the feelings with night two overall?
I thought night two. I do think
Night two was
it
way stronger.
it was stronger. Way yeah yeah. I think the night one was like more of like the oohs and ahs and like the surprises, the good feel moments.
Yeah.
Night two was straight like you said. It was just more of like the fight feel to each match to be like, oh, okay, this is happening. I got to stay seated and watch it from
Yeah.
start to finish. Um, the one thing I mean, again, like the U.S. title match, steel cage, I was expecting a lot more from. That one was that match was kind of like, all right, we know Solo was gonna win it. You
Yeah.
know, now what? Like what? Solo just beats up everyone else, and then just now what? You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I
Nah, I
I,
get
I
that. It was the way that it went about, like they went about it. That was like, okay, we're gonna still go with the same Solo getting saved by the crew. Like you
yeah
needed him to at least beat Jacob once in this
yeah
storyline, even if it was just Jacob holding on to him and him hitting him and dropping to the floor. You know what I mean? Something like that that he wasn't supposed to win, but still beats him on paper. So with no help, so it makes sense. But yeah, it was just the way they did it.
it didn't
Hopefully,
feel that spot at the end where he did the backflip off to JC
yeah,
and
that was just to get that move in the match.
yeah, that I thought that should have happened during the match, not afterwards. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? That would
but
have
I
been a
guess
cool
you
spot
couldn't give
to
it to Solo without Solo losing. You can't have him take that spot and then win.
but that's also a great heel thing to do. Imagine Jacob
True.
does that, and then like Solo just takes up the win. Like,
Yeah,
now
I
that
guess
that
they
kind of
couldn't think
deflates
of
the
a
crowd.
way to like get them in and also get Solo out. You know what I mean? Like it was
Yeah,
probably weird the way that they wanted to try and do it. But it was what was that match. I was very impressed with the Dom and AJ match.
me too.
I thought it was
Me
really
too.
good, even though Dom says it wasn't his best. I think it was a pretty damn good match.
Yeah, I saw that too. I see that wasn't his best, but it was a good match and
Yeah,
smart way for having to have him win it.
yeah, that was
To
awesome. The callback with Eddie and AJ had the low rider in the gear. It was that was a
yeah,
dope tribute, especially that was 20 years from the famous
he's a
match.
20-year vet in WWE.
20-year
AJ,
vet.
yeah. I like that. I like that he's incorporating that. He's been in WWE for 20
I
years. Like,
like that. Yeah, I like that. Shout out
yeah,
Dom, man. He's really working that character. He's on top of his game right now.
yeah, he is, and I can't wait for next Friday when he AAA. Oh, is it next
Oh
Friday?
yes, was that the 15th, right?
Six, whatever next Friday
Something
is.
around there. Yeah.
Yeah,
So the whole show is on YouTube, right?
that's what I'm thinking.
I'm gonna
That's
say
what
the
I.
whole show. There's no way they're
Yeah,
just streaming a match.
there's
So
no
you could
way.
check
Yeah,
out. Yeah, you could check out.
Dom winning the AAA Mega Championship.
Yo, I think he's becoming double champ. I think he'll
I
be on Raw with that title.
I think so. I think so. I think that's how they do it. I
I
mean,
think yeah,
this
that's a
is
smart thing to do.
this is different from um TNA because TNA is not obviously under the WWE wing yet.
Yes.
Um, so WWE owns AAA, so it's like they could do whatever the fuck they want
Yeah.
and
And he could
book it
hold it for however long he wants.
exactly, exactly, and then
And
Finn.
that's a smart move by them because he's such a draw that he will bring in so much money for them.
Oh yeah, for
Think
sure.
about if they announce him for a show. You know what I mean? Like those tickets are going pretty quick.
Imagine him versus Finn in Mexico.
I mean,
That could
listen, man,
him
that
versus
would be
AJ
dope.
in Mexico. That
And
would
then they
be
just let them go off. Oh man.
Yeah, exactly. You could really tie in AAA into this Dom storyline in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, you really can. Like he goes all the way to Mexico to fight him. And
Yeah,
he keeps telling him like you're gonna run out of time. Like I'm still coming after you.
yeah,
So that means
yeah,
this is not done. This is just a, I guess, middle point with AJ
yeah.
Dom. I think we'll get like one or two more matches from them.
Most likely, most likely. We don't know when, but definitely going to have like one or two more matches down the line.
Yeah.
Um, but
But then what were you gonna say?
no. Go ahead, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, and then after that, they actually co-main evented, which I was surprised about.
Yeah, co-main
I thought that
event.
was I think that was an awesome spot for them because it
Yeah,
kind of laid the way for the big main event
the
of the
big part.
night.
Yeah, that
Co-
this was a great match, Cena versus Cody.
Yo,
I didn't think it
Super
was gonna be this
Cody
good.
versus Super Cena. Holy shit! My goodness, you thought WrestleMania 40 was Endgame? These two by themselves. How many finishers were in that match
There were,
altogether?
dude. You,
Oh my god,
there were. I've Cena hit like three AAs like back to back to back in just one sequence.
bro!
You know,
On the stage, off the table, onto
yeah,
the table. Like it was just like so much going on.
yeah,
Great
so
match by the
much.
two of them. I really
So
enjoyed
so
it.
many replays, so
Yeah.
many replays that were unnecessary that didn't need to air on Peacock to be like,
They had the moment. They had the moment to pull the trigger. They were gonna be able to make Mike Santana champion. It was easy to just turn Cody heel. They had the moment to pull the trigger and they said, "Nah, I don't want to do that." How did you feel about that?
I mean, it's I don't know because like I think that people would have been like upset that they did this, knowing what was gonna happen after Cena walked out of the ring. So I think that if you're gonna want to kind of make the crowd go home happy, have Cody
Yeah.
win and get cheered
Yeah, you're
instead
right.
of instead of going heel. So they were like, let's just at least wait for the Cody heel turn and see how the crowd reacts to Brock coming back. Because if
Yeah.
that's negative, um, based off what has happened, then maybe you know it'll probably be the worst moment in WWE history. It won't reflect well on Cody.
Yeah.
It won't reflect well on Cena. Um, it won't reflect well in period, that whole match.
Yeah.
The whole match will get taken away instantly like that. Um, so I think keeping him babyface for right now will probably be the best decision. I'm not saying it won't ever happen. It definitely will. But I think now we gotta wait to see when that'll happen.
Yeah, it's not happening anytime soon.
No. If I were up to me, it'd be at Mania next year.
Maybe. Yeah.
Because I think that's probably like the least expected time to do it, or like an oh shit moment. Um,
Yeah.
because imagine
Cause
because the way I look at it is if like imagine we spoke about this when Cena turned heel in March. Imagine if that moment would have happened at Mania. That would have been like probably the biggest moment ever. Even though what
yeah.
he was at Elimination Chamber, imagine if it would have
At
happened at Mania.
Mania, oh man.
It probably would have been bigger news because it happened at a bigger stage.
Yeah.
So I think Cody turning heel at Mania probably would have been like the better time to do it.
Oh, I
Um,
agree with you. Yeah, I definitely agree with you. Bigger stage, bigger moment.
yeah,
Definitely agree with you on that.
yeah,
I think they decided not to when the whole Brock thing came about. I think when they found out Brock was able to do business, they were like, okay,
yeah,
we're not turning Cody heel. That was the impromptu face turn for Cena. They were like,
yeah.
we need you both to go into this baby faces. Why? Because we just got our number one heel back. What did we talk about last week? I was like, you have to turn Cody heel because there's no number one heel. Who's your number one heel? Solo? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you needed that mega heel. Solo is a cool heel, but they haven't built him to the point where he's the top heel of a company.
McIntyre
He's so
and
hot and
Seth.
cold, though. He's so hot and cold.
Seth.
Seth was injured at the time. You know what I
Yeah. Oh
mean?
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so that's why
Yeah.
I was saying, like, you needed that Cody turn. But
Yeah.
then the Brock thing happens, and you're like, ooh, we don't. we don't have to take this risk anymore. We could just go about our business, give Cody the belt, turn John Cena face. Now, not only do we get to keep Cody babyface, we get to finish John Cena's run as a babyface because now he could go against the biggest heel.
Yeah.
And I think that's the only reason that we did not get heel Cody. I think if Brock didn't happen, I think they might
Oh,
have pulled the
yeah.
trigger.
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah.
Because that Brock was probably the biggest thing talked about, not Cody
Yeah.
turning heel.
Because that happened. Cody left. Cena's in the ring. I think everybody was doing the same thing. Something's got to happen, right?
Yeah.
Because I was
Yeah.
sitting there like, something's got to happen. There's no way he's just in this ring and we're just showing him and talking about him and nothing's going to happen. Something's got to happen. And then the music hit. And that was not what I thought was going to happen.
Me neither.
I don't know what I thought was going to happen, but it wasn't that. That wasn't even on my mind
Me
with a
neither.
Brock return.
Me
How
neither.
did you feel about the Brock return?
I didn't. Again, same
As like
thing.
a fan, we're not even talking about like anything else. As a fan, because I loved it. I loved
Yeah,
it. As a fan.
I did pop for that. I was like, oh shit. I'm like, no
Yeah.
way. This, I same reaction as everyone
He
instantly.
was like, what?
Yeah, like I was not expecting his name to even show up anytime soon. I thought it was going to be The Rock. I know we discussed this
Yes.
as it happened. It would have
Yes.
made sense. And you responded back saying, don't think The Rock's going to show up at all ever again.
Yeah.
And I probably agree with that. It probably would have made sense for him to like kind of be there after seeing at Mania, like, oh, John Cena could do this moment on his own. Like,
Because your idea of him sending Brock makes sense. Like,
yeah,
they could tie
yeah.
it in. I just don't think they will.
I don't think so because
It would be smart though.
Yeah, because it makes me like the whole like selling your soul thing is like. Have you seen the part of? I know you haven't watched Unreal yet, but like, have
Yeah.
you seen the what the original plan was? Did you hear about
No.
that?
Was that the KO
Yeah.
moment? Okay. Yes.
So this whole like moment at SummerSlam and even the whole Cena the heel run that he's had, it made me think that like they should have just kept that original plan to begin with.
Yeah.
Like, was the heel turn awesome? Yes, it was their biggest moment probably this year, one of it. But did they capitalize on that? Did they deliver with it? Not what they probably thought was going to happen. If I would have preferred having KO win the title at that night over Cena, turning heel. Again, I know it was a big moment. It was like a holy shit moment when it happened, but looking at it long term and what happened with it, I still would have chosen the KO win the belt afterwards because that would have made a lot of sense. We've seen that before. KO did the same thing with Triple H with the Universal belt. Remember?
Yeah.
When he won it, Triple H turned on Seth. There's probably other examples. The first one I thought of was Batista winning an Elimination Chamber against John Cena like 15 years ago. Same shit when Vince's came out like here's Batista and it's like something like that. Like have Cody come out and just make a title match for no reason and have KO win it.
Yeah.
Cody and then because I think that The Rock probably had no plan to show up. I think that's why he had pitched KO. Okay. I'm not saying that was the what happened in Unreal, but like I feel like that's why he pitched it because
he wouldn't have reasoning behind it.
Yeah, he wouldn't have to show up ever again after that. I feel like with Cena turning heel, I feel like he had the obligations to show up that like, as fans requesting him to show up.
Yeah. Because you just set this up and like did nothing.
You're the guy behind the Cena heel turn. You would assume you would show up again and do something and help him out. But again, if Kevin Owens would have won the title that night, it was just here you go. We got a new champion.
Yeah.
That's it.
It was that was probably the worst choice they could have made with the Cena turn. I personally wouldn't take it back just because we got to see a different Cena. Now, was it all good? No, but I did enjoy the promos that he cut. Yes, so that's the only reason I was like, you know what? That's the only reason I really enjoyed this run was because it was like, okay, we got to see Cena especially in his last year. Like this is something people
I couldn't
don't
see
do.
Cena. I couldn't see
Ah.
that.
This is something people don't do. On their last year, he decided to flip the table. He decided to,
Yeah,
not him, but he was like, you know what? Let's do it. Cause I'm sure Cena has enough pull that he could say no. You know
yeah,
what I mean? So I think he was being Cena. He was like, whatever's best for business. I think he did try his best. I think people just love him too much. And we saw past it, and it was like, yeah, this isn't good. And the way that they went
yeah,
about it was just not good. And you could tell there was no thought behind it because he won at Mania, and then the next night just Orton attacks him. Why? Because they're rivals. That's why. From
yeah,
10 years ago. Here's your next title match. So it was like, oh, you could tell, like, you could have done this without the title. Like, you were just going to run through the classics without the title anyway. So now
yeah,
you're just doing it with the title. And you're just trying to make some type of sense of it. Um,
yeah,
but yeah, I think with The Rock, I think he goes out the window with the heel turn. I think since they turned Cena back babyface, I think that's it. I think that's
Rock
kind of
baby
like
again.
throwing out that they kind of gave up on it.
Yeah,
They gave up on it, like because I only say they gave up on it because if you were smart about it, man, that double turn at SummerSlam would have been
mm,
insane, and
yeah,
you could have still did Brock because then the sympathy for Cena would have went even more through the roof. Because like
yeah,
not only did Cody just not only turn on us and you, but you also came back with us. Now Brock's here and gonna beat your ass. Damn, homie, we can't take a dub.
yeah.
And it could have still worked. Um, but yeah, they just didn't want to pull the trigger.
May because may again maybe yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying like maybe like they just wanted a separate moment
Yeah,
for the Cody to be like, oh shit,
exactly.
Cody's a heel.
That's
You
why
know?
when you say Mania, it's on a bigger stage. It totally makes sense.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
the the Brock thing though, wow. It was one of those moments I was like, oh shit, Brock, and I was like, oh, whoa, what are you doing here? Like,
yeah,
okay, I respect it. But we not lawyers here. And
yeah,
like one thing that I was reading up on, it was like, yo, TKO is one of those companies that they and you've noticed it, we've noticed it ever since Netflix. They care so much about their sponsorships.
they
They
do.
care so much about their sponsorships. I don't think they would risk losing sponsors if shit wasn't clear. But we
Yeah,
don't know because we're not in that back. You know what I mean? Like we
I
don't know
mean,
what's going on.
yeah,
But
yeah.
it is what it is. Brock is back, and we shall see what happens from there.
My first initial reaction was just like maybe he's just obviously feuding with Cena, but like I don't think he's gonna be there for long.
So my thought was um Paris.
Yeah, possibly.
Because I was like, you don't have to have him show up anywhere. You could have John Cena do. Cena's gonna be back. What, next Friday or this Friday?
I think this Friday.
Boom.
I think
He's
so.
gonna
Yeah,
start the build up. It's just gonna be him calling out Brock. Brock's
yeah,
not gonna show up till France. And
yeah,
then it's smart of them not to put him in front of another U.S. crowd.
yeah,
Cause right there, that initial reaction. Cause even when it happened with me, it was like, "Whoa, Brock!" Everybody had that same reaction. That's why they got a big ass pop in the arena. Then it
yeah,
was till people started calming down and then seeing things, and they were like, "Okay, I don't know about this," but they got the reaction they wanted. They got the moment they wanted.
yeah,
They don't have to put him on U.S. soil anymore. They could
yeah. You
put
know,
the match in France. Boom, and
yeah,
then we
and
never see Brock again. That's just
Australia's next and Saudi's
Australia
after that.
also. He
Wait,
could
is it
do two
Saudi?
pay-per-views and not even do one TV,
Because
which is
yeah,
crazy.
yeah. Because like I thought that like maybe I don't want to say retire at the same time. I'm not saying like like Brock is seen as the last feud for Cena,
Yeah.
but like it could be like, oh, this is like also a feud to kind of tie Brock into like leaving and
Yeah.
being done. But at the same time, next year's SummerSlam is in Minneapolis. So
Hmm.
do you also
You hold on to him.
yeah.
You hold. So my thought is,
Is
my
it like
thought
a
is,
once every couple months type of thing with Brock? Is it
yes.
like
Are you
yeah.
ready? I'm gonna tell you his schedule right now. August 30th. Clash at Paris,
Yeah.
Perth in Australia, the Rumble in Saudi,
Mhm.
and then by Mania, his name. If we think what it is and TKO knows everything and they're doing it the right way,
Yeah.
maybe his name is cleared by Mania and you could put him without a
Yeah.
reaction. You know what I
You
mean?
yeah. Yeah. Also at the same time, you don't really need him for Mania. But like yeah, they could but at the same
You
time it's
don't need
like
him for Mania, but you also want him to
yeah.
be back in front of the U.S. crowd here and there.
Yeah.
So at least, but
And maybe
I
yeah.
think that's what he's doing. I think they have so many international dates lined up that he can do it.
Yeah. And then maybe if you just do like a quick small feud for his SummerSlam net match next year, then that's it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
your way out.
He retires. Yeah, that's it. Boom,
Then you're done.
done.
That's it. It's gonna be a
It's
year.
crazy how they could do that without really having, because he's one of those guys. He don't need to be on TV. All you have to advertise is Brock is going to be at the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
That's all you gotta say.
Yeah. And that is it.
Yep,
But
exactly.
it's true.
And he also comes into play with the next topic I wanted to bring up.
But so before we get there, because I wanted to shout out one more match that we didn't talk
Okay,
about.
let's talk about it.
The TLC tag match.
Oof, yeah.
That was amazing.
Great match.
That showed, I hope it showed the backstage crew that the tag team division is still alive and well. And they should book tag teams a lot better, specifically on both brands, Raw and SmackDown.
Yes.
So that way we see more of it. Maybe balance it out a little bit because the Raw tag division is looking very weak compared to SmackDown.
Yeah, they got it. They have to do something.
Yeah, they have the tag teams. The storylines are just terrible, and Finn and JD shouldn't be holding them. But they did show out and show up, and they made a statement off of that. I think we said this last week that this is their time to really put on a show and tell everyone why the tag team in WWE is still going, still strong. So I also want to shout them out because it was a phenomenal match.
Yeah, they went out there with a purpose. They were
exactly.
like, especially since they kept them off the Mania card, it was definitely like, you're not gonna forget us the next big show.
Exactly. They're probably gonna be booked a lot more.
Definitely, and they should be like. That was a great match.
It was. It was. Shout out to Candice LeRae, man. She took a hard bump. That was so.
Bump. She don't need to be. She got chill. You're a mother, ma'am. You're a mother.
Yeah.
But it was a fun match. All night too was pretty solid. I mean, both nights were pretty solid.
Yeah.
Pretty solid. Damn, shout out SummerSlam, man.
Yeah, shout out SummerSlam. SummerSlam was pretty fun. But head into the next topic, man.
That was a fun pay-per-view. No, I was just saying that I think Brock, we didn't know it at the time, but I think Brock was a reason, like it ties into the ESPN deal.
Yeah.
I think ESPN was like, yo, we want Brock. Like, come on. We know it's easy to sell pay-per-views with him. They know how easy it is to make money with him. But I think he does play a part into that. But side note, what do you think about the ESPN deal? How do you feel about it? With now the PLE's going onto ESPN.
The dumbest thing I've ever seen. I people are gonna definitely first thing that people are gonna say is, oh, they used to be $60 for a pay-per-view. I don't give a fuck because it's now 10.
Yep.
Well, do you want to pay 60? Do you like paying $60 a month for that?
Not for this.
Because that's what it's
not for this product either. Hell no.
Yeah. Now we gotta do $30 a month. On top of that, I'm paying $50 for AEW a month.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm paying $80 a month just for watching pay-per-views. Come on, you didn't have to bump it up $20. If it was like 5 to 10, okay, maybe it's a little difference, a little bit. But to bump it up $20 a month to be like, is it like you said? Is it going to be worth? Probably not.
And so it's only the PLEs. Like they're not even getting the video library. So you still got. I don't know where it's gonna be, but right now Peacock, like you gotta keep that subscription. I feel.
But I've also read as well that like if you have ESPN on your cable provider or ESPN Plus, it's free. You don't got to pay for anything. So.
Oh, okay. I don't pay for ESPN Plus.
Yeah, I don't think.
I mean,
I
have the channel ESPN, but I don't think that's what they mean. I think you have ESPN Plus.
Exactly. So I think it's like you have like Hulu, you know.
Oh, like that time. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't got that.
I don't think I have that either.
I had ESPN for a minute until I figured out it was fucking stupid the way that they did things.
Why?
I used
How
to have
stupid?
it for the UFC pay-per-views. So you have to pay for the membership and then pay 80 on top of that for the pay-per-view.
Damn. So
Yeah.
you're still paying. You still. I think that happened with
You're paying like 10 a month. It's not nothing crazy, but still it's like you're paying a monthly
Yeah.
fee and then every time you want to watch a pay-per-view, it's 70 or 80 on top of that.
Yeah, because I remember I went to go watch New Japan's like one of their recent US pay-per-views. I paid for their New Japan World subscription and I still have to pay like $50 for the pay-per-view.
Yes, I
Now,
heard.
yeah.
Yes, they do. Yes, they
So
do that.
they did that. And I'm like, I'm assuming I hope it's the same thing. So I don't know what it is, like $30, unless it's like $15 for like the monthly subscription and like another 15 for the pay-per-view buy. You
Yeah,
know, unless do some shit like that.
but
I don't know.
the 30, you took me from 60 to 9.99 to then what 12 whatever Peacock
Yeah,
is now
13. Yeah, 13.
13.
Yeah.
I got ads, so I think mine is a little lower.
Oh, you
And then
gotta, you gotta.
I found
Okay.
that out on fucking Sunday while I was watching it. I was like, hold up, where's the video packages? And
It's
Matthew was
like,
like, I think you didn't pay for the upgrade. I was like, and I looked at my email. They hit me up like in July. They were like, oh, we're upgrading. If you don't pay, like you're gonna start with ads. I should have checked my email.
yeah,
And then you go to that to then $30 again. We're just about to make it back to 60. Like what? And then also I was reading something that says that's just WWE PLEs. They're still shopping around the NXT PLEs. So does that mean they might be on another platform?
I, then what happened? I think I might just stick to the AAA because they're free on YouTube, man. They're free
Yeah.
on YouTube.
Somebody told me just use a VPN. I was like, I guess.
I don't know.
But yeah.
I might. Yeah, I don't know.
But
I
it's
don't know
only here in the US. Everybody else is staying like
where
wherever
they
they're
are.
at.
Yeah, wherever they at. So it's like what?
They
I
hate
don't
they
know.
low key. I think WWE hates their fans.
It's they're money hungry.
Bro, from yeah, TKO is oh my god. This I'm gonna tell you right now, Vince would never. Vince would never. I don't care what he's done, but on the wrestling side, he would have never done this to us. Because the
No.
whole point of the network was so that we didn't have to pay more, so that it could more people could watch and more people could pay. Then they
Yeah.
got rid of that shit, which finally when they were like, I don't know if you felt the same way, but I felt like when they finally got the network right, they said, hey, we're not on this no more. We're leaving. Like they finally started getting the network in a good spot that was like running smoothly. You could watch a pay-per-view without it like buffering and stuff. And then they were like, you know what?
Yeah.
We're out of here. And I was like, why? You're finally like it's finally working and you're giving up on it. I get it, the few bucks, but this is a big jump. It's not
Yeah.
from like $10 to $13, like you said. This is a cool 15.
Yeah. So it's ridiculous how much it went up. I don't know. Again, I might. It depends on how like I might not watch all pay-per-views now.
Yeah. It's
Um
gonna be tough. You got really if I have to pay for it now, like monthly, like of course we were paying for it before, but not like this.
yeah.
If I gotta pay for it monthly, it's gonna be more
Yeah.
watch this pay-per-view because the way it looks like the first pay-per-view that's gonna be on there is Mania. Because I think the deal's up in February or March for
Yeah.
Peacock. So it makes sense the
To do it for
rollout.
Mania.
Yeah.
Because the way I looked at it too is like again, I'm bringing up the AEW stuff. I'm paying $50 a month for AEW to watch their pay-per-views.
Yeah.
I don't want to pay that much per month because even though we're not paying a subscription, it's less.
Yeah.
You're still paying $50 a month,
You're
pretty
still
much.
paying. Yeah.
Yeah, so
They're
it's
doing it
not.
the old school way.
Yeah,
WWE's evolved so much that's like, why are you going back?
exactly. You're
You're
going
taking
backwards.
steps back.
Yeah, you don't need $13 a month is fine. I don't need to upgrade that shit to watch, a pay per view that you're gonna do pretty much often. I don't know.
I knew it was when Vince sold, right? I knew it was a matter of time before the mouse touched WWE. I knew it was gonna take some time before Disney got its hands on us. But wow. I didn't think it was gonna be this quick.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's just they're money hungry for
And
just
I don't know
people to
why
spend.
I already sit through so many ads. You need more? Come on, guys. What are we doing? We're losing the plot. We're
Yeah,
losing the plot.
yeah. That's why
Come on,
I was saying
Paul.
before. I made just like very on what I want to watch. Yeah, I'm definitely buying the big four,
Yeah, of course.
obviously.
Come
Um, I
on.
hope
Ooh, now
for.
now that's a good question.
I was yeah.
2-day events. What's the price looking like?
That I'm thinking they're gonna do like 30 for both nights. I don't think they'll
Well, I
be.
think for the first one. I
Yeah,
think for the first one they'll do that, especially if it's Mania and they're trying to get you in.
unless they do like
I think they'll do
40
like
bucks
twenty
for two
twenty a
nights.
night. Yeah, they'll do something that
Yeah.
splits it and you'll pay a little more, but not crazy.
Yeah, that's probably it. And I'm like, depending on like, I might just watch the big four. That's without a doubt. I'm not missing that.
And keep up with it. Like they post shit on their
Yeah,
gram.
maybe I'll go somewhere to watch it, so I don't have to pay $30 a month.
Yeah.
I'll spend $30 on food and shit. Like, and just
Facts.
chill. I don't
Yeah.
know, because I I don't want to do that. Maybe my mind will change, and maybe they'll clear stuff up when it gets closer to date, to where it's like maybe it's maybe they'll cheaper the price and change it.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll bring it down to $20 a month or something by the time it starts.
They'll throw some deals out there at the beginning. We'll be able to get a
Yeah,
deal for the first couple months. But
yeah.
I don't
Well,
know about after that.
I forgot what it's called. ESPN dish. Uh, hold on.
Yeah, that
It's called something, and it's starting later this month. So
when I woke up to that news, man,
yeah, it's
it really
ridiculous.
pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie, because I was like, I've always said it. I say, yo, we're gonna be taken by ESPN one day. Like the wrestling world is gonna be on that platform, and I didn't think it was gonna be this soon. I was like, oh, definitely when Vince sells, like, like WWE will end up there soon. I was like, we're
Yeah,
gonna have to go to that platform soon. But damn, crazy.
it's ridiculous, man. It is so stupid. It is so stupid. Um,
Oh shoot,
mm,
actually, let me plug in my computer.
hold on. Yeah, so it's yeah, I again, I just have to wait and see. As of right now, again, like you said, I'm not a big fan of it.
Yeah,
Um, it's too much of a increase to be spending a month on top of all their subscriptions. Um, I want to see. I just genuinely want to see how it goes at first. Will a lot of people be buying it? Will a lot of people not be buying it? I think there's gonna be a point. I feel like there's gonna be a point where WWE is like, all right, maybe this is a dumb idea. Maybe we should just like change something here to
yeah.
make it more affordable and easier. Because again, it's for me, it's not the platform that's the problem.
No, I got no problem with the platform. It's the
Yeah,
same way we switched over to Peacock. You know what I mean? Like we're used to that. We just had to sign up for Netflix. You know what I mean?
yeah.
It is what it is, but this is a big jump.
This is a big jump for the price wise. Is what the issue is. I get it. Some providers have it already, so some people may have to watch it for free. They don't,
Yeah.
but
I think they in their mind they're gonna increase their viewership. I think they're just hurting it. I think they're really
it is.
hurting their ratings at this point.
They are.
But again, I don't know if they give a fuck about that. Because they're one thing that I took away, so we were watching the post show and Triple H was at the podium, of course, because they canceled the press conference.
Yeah.
And they asked him like, "Oh, what did you think about SummerSlam?" He's like, "Well, what did you guys think about SummerSlam?" And everybody just cheers. And he's like, "Well, it was a hit." I think that's what the fuck they do. I think they look at it as, "Hey, we're still selling tickets. It don't matter what the ratings are. Like as long as people are still selling out these arenas, who really cares?" Especially
Yeah.
now that they're on Netflix. Like, how do you really look that up? I mean, I'm sure there's like a database and stuff, but like, does it matter? It's on streaming. You could go back and watch it whenever you want. So you can't really get like an accurate number. Um, But I think that's what it is. They're just like, who really cares about ratings? As long as people are still coming in the door, they like our product.
Yeah. And
And it got nothing to do with the product. But then it's like, the product you're giving me, I don't know if I want to spend $30 a month.
yeah.
I'm cool spending 12. I'm cool with that, but 30 a month, maybe here and there, like you said, the big four, a money in the
Yeah.
bank here and there if the build is good. Because if you would have gave me a pay per view like Money in the Bank and say, yo, $30 a day, I don't think I'm watching it. Maybe I'll buy night two, just because Cena. You know what I mean? But like, I'm
Yeah.
not jumping at it. Think
Yeah.
about it. If they gave you the Money in the Bank card and they say, yo, Nick, $29.99, you paying for it?
Not up front. Nah,
I don't
probably
think
not.
so. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's tough.
Again, it's really narrowed down to like how well they build up each pay-per-view going forward.
And that's gonna be their problem because they haven't been doing such a great job at that. We got lucky with SummerSlam.
Yeah.
SummerSlam was an awesome build.
That was, yes. That I'll give them credit for.
But also, when was the last time they had a good build? I think it was Royal Rumble, probably.
Probably,
But
yeah. That
also,
one I
everything's just
legit.
been like on top of each other. It's been weird lately.
Unless they change something up schedule-wise too, to where it's like maybe we don't need, an
Yeah,
evolution 2 weeks after a Night of Champions.
Evolution should be like every 2 years, every 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
Like, it
And
shouldn't be a yearly event because it's gonna get played out after a while. I feel.
yeah, because that was a great show. It was just the
Yeah.
buildup wasn't there.
Yes.
That's
Exactly.
why, because you had a PLE 2 weeks prior that people were just still getting,
And
through
yeah, and you just had the Saturday night's main event
the
the
day
night
before.
before you had to
Yeah.
build. So it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's tough, bro.
You had so much going on. And imagine watching the NXT stuff too, and then Saturday. I mean, it's just uh, there's just so much going on that like I want to see. I think like I was saying before. I think the play in the factor of will people buy it? Will they get a lot of people buying it on ESPN? If that does take into effect of we're not getting a lot of buys through ESPN, that could change, and
Yeah.
that will take into their thought process going forward to be like, what do we do to change this? Because it's not permanent. Yes, for as of right now, it seems to be a permanent thing. But again, plans could change, even if it's just a couple of months. A couple of months into it, they may realize, like I said, this is not probably working as the way we thought it was.
Yeah.
Let's do something a little different here, and then just make it a little different than what it was before, and then play it out by then.
Yeah, I agree with you because I think if the fans use their voice, man, it is a 5-year deal. But maybe in 8 months they see the numbers and they're like, okay, what if we're charging too much? What if we just charge them 20 a month? What if we just charge
Yeah,
them 15 a month? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
hopefully they'll see it and then be like, okay, we gotta fix something, and that something is the price.
yeah,
I hope they're looking not at the booking because what it is gonna be is part of that, but mostly is gonna be the price. Now you made it a show again. Is it worth it? That was my thing that my dad used to tell me all the time, especially when growing up and there was two pay per views a month, one for Raw, one for SmackDown, and a TNA pay per view, and he would be like,
yeah,
okay, is it worth it? I would be like, hey, can I order this pay per view today? Is it worth it? He would always ask me that, and that would go in my head. I would be thinking through the card. Is it worth it? I'll tell you one thing. I always bought a SmackDown pay per view. The
yeah,
Raw was always low. I'd be like, "You're right, man. It might not be worth it." So
yeah.
that's what you're creating now. You're creating that because ain't everybody got it like that. You know what I
I know.
mean?
Yeah, yeah. That
Like
is
a
true.
Peacock subscription, you could get away with because also the whole family's using it most of the time. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
my whole
yeah.
family uses my Peacock, so that's how I justify it.
And you
It's
can
not
rewatch
like,
it afterwards too, so it's not
yeah, and I
like
use
yeah,
it. Yeah, some people only use it for wrestling. So it's like, if
yeah.
you only use it for wrestling, that sucks.
I
So now
know.
you gotta switch platforms just for the wrestling.
I'ma still use Peacock. It's just like
Exactly.
again,
Yeah.
like you said, like
It
last
was
minute, is it worth to watch and buy the
yeah.
$30 for?
Yeah, because the
Um,
$12 was nothing. It's coming out my check anyway. Like,
yeah,
I have it. I have Peacock anyway. I have
yeah,
Netflix anyway. So this is just out the way that it's like, nah, ESPN. But
yeah.
you could get a bundle with Hulu and Disney. No, thank you, bud. No, thank you.
I don't even watch Disney. I'm not 5
Well,
years
yeah,
old anymore.
like, what am I doing? Why do I need Hulu? Why do I
Yeah.
need Hulu?
I'm not watching shit on there. So
Yeah, I'm real cool on
is
that.
the WWE fucking network on there? Is that it? Is that what they're trying to fucking tell us?
If you gotta trick me with the network,
Yeah.
that's what they need to bring back. You know what? I'm starting it now. Hashtag bring back the network because I don't know what we lost the plot, guys.
We
We
lost
lost
the
the
plot.
plot. We
Yeah.
need the network back. We need the shirts that they used to sell that said $9.99.
99.
The
Yeah.
song that they were playing $9.99. We need
Yeah.
all of that back because as much as like that time of wrestling was, it was I. That price tag was fire, and that network, I'm telling you, right before they ended it, that network was a masterpiece. They
It
figured
was.
it
It
out.
was.
They
They did.
finally figured it out and then said, "Yeah, we're throwing this away."
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh
I
my
don't.
god, they
I
gotta
just.
bring it back to the U.S. because it's still around in other countries, right?
I
It's just
think
us that
so.
doesn't have that.
I think so. I guess I got to move out the country to fucking keep this
I mean,
Netflix back.
people always tell me the VPN, but I don't trust that. I don't
I mean,
trust
neither. I
that.
don't trust that
I was
either. That's
like,
why I don't do it.
my info, no thank you.
Yeah. No.
No,
Yeah.
no thanks.
Yeah. I would just not watch it then.
Yeah. But yeah,
Yeah.
it was a weird move for WWE to make that.
It was. It
Yeah.
was very. And again, we don't. It's a couple months away. It's next year, so
Yeah.
maybe we'll see what officially happens when it gets close to date. Um,
Yeah. But a lot that moving like a corporate company. Crazy.
it is.
Yeah.
It is.
I give it to them.
Lit-
They're doing doing their thing.
It is, man. It's kind of. It's very. I don't even know. There's a lot of things that's going through my mind with this. It's
Yeah,
just. I don't.
I'll say it kind of sucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
It's
kind
like
of
I said. It's,
sucks.
I said in
As
the
much
very
as I
first
love
stream.
WWE, it's like fuck. Like I hate. What have you become? I hate
Yeah.
this. It's one of those
Yeah.
things.
It's like,
But
who are
I'ma
you
still
now? It's like,
watch. I
yeah,
hate you, but I'ma still watch. You still
yeah.
got me. You still
You
got
still
me.
got exactly. Now I'm like, now I'm on 50-50. You had me before. You got me locked in. Now it's like,
Yeah.
yeah. Now what?
One thing I did think of, and we don't have to talk about this because this gets into like the whole Brock thing. But like people were all complaining online, right? And they were like, "I'm not gonna watch WWE again." Da 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 da. Da. Do you think there was a conversation with like workers, like, "Hey guys, this is happening," or do you think people were just backstage and homie just came out of a room and was like, "What the fuck is Brock doing?" I mean, we might
It's
have to wait
funny
till next season of Unreal, but what are your predictions? Do you think people knew?
because I remember I don't know if this was what Triple H was referring to, or I don't know who brought this up, but I remember seeing something online before it happened. I'm like, not a lot of people know what is going to happen.
Okay.
I think the only people that knew were like Cena, Cody, and maybe some other small amount of people.
Yeah.
So I don't think a lot of people knew about it. Because I remember thinking, I'm like, if no one's gonna know about what's happening, you know?
Yeah.
So that's what I was thinking the entire time. Something's
It's
happening
like
that not a lot of people know about.
something, yeah. Something that's
So
gonna throw a curveball.
yeah. So if it's not The Rock, then who? Like, who's gonna come out? Um, but yeah, I don't think people knew about it. Uh, I don't know if that's a good look for them to be like, hey, yeah, this guy's coming back now, who's
Yeah.
been not on good terms. People were probably pissed. I'll tell you that. I'm sure people didn't enjoy that.
Yeah.
Like, why would you hide that from your own coworkers?
Yeah. Nah,
Um,
definitely. That's
it, wa-
why.
I don't. Maybe people backstage probably didn't take it the good way either. It's like at
Yeah.
least give a heads up, like, hey,
That's
this
what
is
I'm
what we're
saying. Like,
doing.
I wonder if they were like, "Hey
Yeah,
guys, team meeting,
yeah,
guys. This is what's happening." But the way that they've been moving, they like surprising people, even their
yeah,
own workers for some reason. And maybe they felt like, "Yo, this is good content." Like I said, for the second season of Unreal, this is good content. Just have him come out of room because we always hear those stories of like, "Oh yeah, they hit me on a bus." And no one knew I was here till they
yeah.
saw me. I was just wondering now. I was like, wow, like that's a big move. I wonder if that's a guy
Yeah,
that you talk to people about, or you just keep it close to the chest and it's like no one knows, just the people that are actually involved.
yeah. It probably is. It probably is. I don't know. It's just, um,
Crazy, but also fuck Triple H. I forgot to say that too at the beginning of the show. Fuck Triple H for trying to put the whole John Cena's list. We can do whatever
yeah,
he wants. Fuck him for that. He tried to get this guy to take a bullet for him. That's insane. That's insane. for a guy that is a business guy, I doubt Cena, a guy that's working in Hollywood right now, is like, yeah, put me in the ring with him right now. Like, I need to have a match with him. Because they were like, oh, yeah, this was on his wish list. I'm
No, it
sure it
wasn't.
was a match that he was like, yo, we should do Brock. And then
Yeah.
everything happened. It was like, yeah, let's not touch that. But him trying to put it on Cena, like, yo, yeah, this is what Cena wants. Whatever Cena wants, Cena gets. I was like, I don't know, bud. I don't know. And then
Yeah.
Cena went right back around. He was like, I just do what I'm told. I was like,
Yeah.
I
Like
like
I
that
didn't say
answer,
shit.
Cena.
Yeah.
I love that answer because don't this sing for them.
Don't fucking take a bullet for
Yeah,
them. You
this is different. It's not
yeah.
Vince. This ain't the guy that like put you on your whole career. This is Triple H. Some guys just trying to take you, have you take the
He's
bullet
trying
for
to take
him.
you down with him. That's what
Yeah,
he's trying
he's
to do.
trying to do that so that my thought was that I was like his Hollywood career. They're trying to kill that shit right now.
Yeah.
But I'm happy that he came out. He was like, "Yeah, I'm doing what I'm
I'm
at
doing what I'm
work.
told. Yeah, I'm
I'm
at
at
work. Yeah.
work, and I just
I'm
clocked
trying to
in.
finish this and
Basically,
get over with it.
I'm
Yeah.
just here so I don't get fired."
Fine.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Literally what he's doing. Oh my god. But
but
shout out to him
yeah,
though.
I was like, I was watching that clip, and I was just like, "Yo, fuck this guy. That's nasty
That's
work.
foul. Yeah, that is
Like,
that
do
is
whatever you want, and like, yeah, fuck it. Because even being a pussy and like, yo, oh yeah, no more press conferences because we want.
you
I
don't
don't
want
even know
anyone to ask
the
you about him. That's why.
excuse they gave. That's because you didn't want to be a man and fucking grab the mic and say, "Yo, I decided to bring him back," or
Yeah.
even if it wasn't you, TKO decided to bring him back, and I back it. We all know, you know what I mean? Like, just be a man about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't make a decision. And he's done this in the past. We talked about it at WrestleMania. He made the decision, got scared,
Yeah.
and was like, you know what? Nah, we gotta
You
go
didn't want to
back
face
to
the backlash
yeah.
that he
It
was
was
gonna
like,
get.
yo. So same thing with this, cause to throw it on Cena is crazy.
Yeah.
To throw and then that whole happened, and then on Raw, Michael Cole was like, I got to speak with Nick Khan and Paul. Also, why the fuck do they call him Paul Triple H Levesque? Pick
It's like
one of the
Paul.
two.
Yeah.
Pick one of the two.
It's
I'm
like
not calling you
Paul
two
Hunter,
names.
Triple H, Levesque. Like, yo, just stop using all of his name.
His name's
It's why
Paul.
have you seen like the Unreal shit where it's like they say their whole names? Oh, my name is Hunter. I also go by Paul. Also known by Triple H. Also known by this. It's like,
Bro, are you in tights right now?
yeah,
No?
no, you're Paul.
You're
You're
Paul.
Paul.
You're
Yeah,
Paul. Sorry to
yeah,
tell you. Triple H is
yeah.
done, bud.
Who are you right now? Which one am I talking
Yeah.
to? Paul Hunter or
Like
Triple H? What am I talking to?
yeah, like oh my god, when he did that, I was just like, yo, just take the bullet. Like you're right, you made this decision, or even if you didn't make it, somebody made it,
Yeah,
and now you're the person that's supposed to bite the bullet.
yeah,
You want to be the Dana White of WWE, you have to eat the shit. You can't put it on your top guy and be like, oh no, whatever Cena wants, we get for Cena.
yeah.
No, homie, just you don't even have to say anything. I don't even know why you're putting it on it. He could have just said nothing.
Nothing.
That was
Yeah,
the whole point why you canceled the press conference.
exactly.
So you
'cause
didn't
of
have to
you.
talk about it. And
then you
the
thought,
first
yeah.
thing you say is just throw it on him. That's foul, bro. That's
That is foul.
crazy work.
That
That's
is foul.
crazy work. I just needed to get that out because I was watching that and I was like, this is so fucking foul. And knowing like the way that people talk about Cena and the guy that he is, I think if it was Vince, he would have been like, well, you know, me and Brock have a history. I've always wanted to have this one last match. I think if it was Vince, he would have bitten the bullet.
Yeah, probably.
I think because it's TKO, he's like, you know what? I'm out of here in 2 months. It's kind of like that job that you know you're leaving, and you're just,
Yeah,
or like in senior
yeah.
year of college, and you're like, I'm good.
I'm done.
Like,
Yeah, I'm done here.
I'm done. Like I got 2 more months home. It's April. I just got back from break. Like I only got like 10 days left. I'm out of here.
Exactly.
So, but it was that's so crazy. So foul of Triple H.
I know.
Paul, my bad.
Fucking that guy, whatever that guy's name is today.
Oh,
Yeah.
nasty work. Shout out Cena, man.
Yeah, shout out Cena. I mean, now we get to see enjoy babyface Cena from here on out.
Yeah, you got one last run.
Finally.
Run.
Yeah. So I'm happy about that. We get babyface Cena with the cheer from him finally.
Definitely. That was a cool last entrance he had at SummerSlam.
Yeah,
That
I
was
was like,
so
oh,
awesome.
yeah. And same
Titantron
thing with
hit.
Cody. Cody had great entrance with Dusty speaking in the beginning.
Yeah.
Um,
He got a lot of boos too. I think
I
now
mean,
people are over it, but
yeah, they're
I was
back to
like,
being big
whoa. Yeah, it
because
was
they
like,
they hit the John Cena babyface turn at a bad time too. To
yeah,
where I was like, they should have just like waited till like at SummerSlam, done something in the beginning of it to be like, you know what, put my theme song on, put my Titantron on,
yeah,
and that's when it changes. Like, oh shit, is this the babyface turn? Because I think people knew heading into it that they were John Cena's the babyface. We should boo Cody Rhodes.
yeah.
I don't think that was WWE's intent, but
Nah,
it
definitely,
happened.
definitely
You know,
not.
so they kind of bit themselves in the foot right there to be like,
Yeah, but I
oh
mean,
yeah,
you rather that than like keeping Cena heel though. I think they were just like, again, it was just the thing with Brock. It was like we need him to fight a babyface. We can't have
yeah,
John as a heel and
facing a
Brock. You know
heel.
what I mean? Like that's
Yeah,
crazy. But
yeah,
it was a tough moment to do because Cody's so like it's there. The people want him to turn. I think they might be over it now with the whole the Cena turn. Maybe they'll just take the focus away from him. But I think in a couple months it's gonna happen all over again. It's just gonna be a cycle with Cody until he finally decides to do it.
yeah,
Because fans are always just gonna come back around to him, and
yeah.
that's fine. Again, I said I think he works the best as a heel,
Of course, yeah.
and but that's not what's making the money right now.
It's not. It's
He's the
not.
top baby face. You know what I mean? Like I
And
wouldn't
and
want to
the
give up
the
that spot either.
merch,
You know how much money
yeah,
he's making?
the
Oh my
merch that he
goodness,
probably could be making right now is like
bro. I can only imagine how much he's making off of his merch, and he makes so much of it.
he makes so much. He
Yeah.
makes so much,
Wow.
and it's
Shout out
insane.
Cody, man.
Yeah, shout out Cody. What else happened besides SummerSlam?
What do you think is next for him?
Cody, you could really feed anybody to him. Um, you could go with the Logan Paul or Drew McIntyre because they technically won their tag match.
Yes.
Which shout out Jelly Roll
Shout
too.
out Jelly Roll. I was gonna say we didn't even touch on Jelly Roll. Shout out Jelly Roll.
He took a beating that night, and shout out. Did you see his podcast with Cody Rhodes that he did?
No, I did not.
Because he said that he pitched for himself to lose. He said, "I want to
Okay.
lose," because he felt like all the celebrities in the past that participated have won. Let's change that up. I want to lose.
I like that.
Respect to that. So,
Yeah.
I plus with McIntyre and Logan Paul winning, you're gonna say, "Hey, I'm one of those two could be next in line." You
Very
know,
true. Yeah.
even though it wasn't like a big stakes match, it was still like, okay, you're next in line.
They are, yeah, and they are your top heels. Like,
Yeah,
there's no one else for Cody to go against.
exactly, exactly. But isn't Logan on Raw? Wasn't the whole point of him being on Raw? Why is he on
Bro,
SmackDown?
bro,
I don't give a fuck about the brand split. It's
if
done.
they don't give a fuck, I
I
don't
don't
give
give
a
a fuck.
fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's gotten to that point that it's like, I thought the draft was gonna happen. I thought it was gonna happen before SummerSlam. I thought it would have been announced after SummerSlam, like the day after or something.
yeah. Unless it's like a
It
the
can't
beginning of the
happen though
year
now.
thing.
It can't happen though now.
It can't.
Survivor Series is right there. There's no way you're gonna have a draft in September.
It's no way.
And then you're gonna rep your brand in November. No, that's nasty work. You weren't even with the brand that long. All of a
Exactly.
sudden
Yeah.
you bleed these colors. Get out of here.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think you just gotta wait till next year now with that.
Yeah. Maybe beginning of the year.
Yeah,
Start off
start off
new.
fresh.
Yeah.
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 I never understood that. The New Year's episode, boom, the draft.
It's new year, new rosters. Now you have from start to
Yeah.
finish to be like who can be the. I feel like that's how the season should go. You
Yeah,
know.
like it should be the last SmackDown of the year kicks off the draft, and then the first Raw of the year
Yeah.
is the second night.
Exactly.
Or if Raw is the first, like, if that's in the beginning of the month, you do Raw first, SmackDown. However it works out.
Yeah. Yeah. That. Yeah.
You have one end of year, one start the year.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Karrion Cross. Do you think he's staying? Do you think he's going?
I think he's out.
Yeah.
I personally think he's out. Especially with the clip of them chanting "We want Cross outside." and Triple H just no sells it. He's like, yeah, you want Brock? Okay, you got him, and
Yeah.
then goes on to talk. I was like, oh, he's not resigning.
Yeah.
I kind of thought that when he lost his match, I was like, okay, but that kind of put like the nail in the coffin for me. When Triple H didn't even acknowledge him, he was like,
Yeah, and it was right after his match with Sammy where Sammy was like, I think he did something like thumbs up. He said he did something. I forgot what it was. But then when he did that, Cross like smiled back in a way. I
yeah,
thought that was like a nod, like thank you, like for what you've done with the company, something like
got
that.
you.
That's how I took it. I don't know if that's what the
Yeah,
purpose was, but like that's how I took it. So I feel like I agree with you. I felt like that Triple H thing was just like, yeah, shut up, like he's gone.
yeah,
Um, and I do think he's leaving. Whatever he goes, just I hope he just thrives and makes them miss out on him.
he's gonna wall out.
He is.
I have a feeling he's gonna wall out.
He probably has a plan stacked up.
I mean, wouldn't
Um,
you want to book him if you were an indie guy? You know what I
I
mean?
would.
Like everybody's gonna jump at the chance for him,
Yeah.
especially
Yeah.
bringing back Killer Cross. Boom, you're done. That's so
Yeah.
easy, you know. Like, but we'll see what happens. I don't know if it's like for sure yet, but I agree. I have the same feeling. It's like, yeah, this is it. Like, I saw the loss. Triple H didn't even acknowledge, and then nothing even came of it. It was like, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Shout out
it's
Cross though,
shout out. Yeah, I hope he ends up somewhere that he can be utilized at least.
please.
Please.
Yes.
Yeah.
Real quick, what's going on with Theory?
I think it's just he's injured. I saw
Okay,
the stuff too because I remember I forgot who it was. There was some big star that got injured and said the same thing. Like he's not on the eternal roster, but he
okay,
ended up coming back. I think it's just because he's not traveling.
got you. Because I saw that, I was like, that's a random one. This is
Yeah,
a random time to do that. There's no shot that's true.
yeah. I don't think he's released because I remember again I saw it with somebody else that's still with the company till this day. So
Yeah,
I'm like, it's
that's
not.
what I'm
It's
saying.
just the
Like,
injury thing.
yeah, it was just weird. Like again, like nobody, there was no one else on that list. That you know what I mean? Like it
Yeah,
was just
maybe
Theory.
he's
I was
taking
like,
time off or something. That's
that could be it too.
serious. Yeah, I don't know. Um,
Hopefully it's not crazy.
Yeah, I hope it's not crazy.
Yeah.
It's funny because like I was just looked on X. AEW is happening at the moment that we're recording this.
Yes.
Which, by the way, Young Bucks. Shout out to the whole Young Bucks story. I don't want to get into it. The whole of them like being like treated like shit, but the
Yes.
company's hilarious. They had a match today. It was them versus Brodito. Um, they when they came up to the ring instead of saying the Young Bucks, they were given a nameplate Max and Jeremy as the generation me. Oh my god, I was like,
I said Jeremy Buck.
Max and
Yo,
Jeremy Buck.
what a throwback!
Oh god, I was like, that's
Live from
amazing.
the Impact Zone.
Yeah, they should have just called them Generation Me. That would have been hilarious if it just went with that.
Yeah, they
But
should have. They
I
didn't
guess
even
like the
get an
TNA
entrance
thing.
last week.
Yeah, yeah. Justin Roberts quickly
It
said
was just
Max
local
and the Justin.
talent.
Yeah,
Yeah, like local talent. I was like,
your
wow,
local talent.
the mighty
Yeah,
have fallen. Nah, I'm actually enjoying that storyline. I think they're doing a great, like, doing great stuff with that, especially with the bits that they're doing. I
yeah.
love the Bucks. The Bucks always.
It,
I'm always
I
gonna be a fan of the Bucks.
I didn't think this story would get me because we talked about it with the
Yes.
predictions for All In. I thought it would have made sense for Young Bucks to win it.
Yeah.
But since they lost, again this has been very interesting, very fun to watch. I don't know how long this is gonna go, but I'm sure it's gonna be killing it every single time they're on the screen with this whole them getting treated like shit because they're not EVPs.
Yeah. I'm
Um,
interested with how long they're gonna go with this one.
yeah, because it can't last forever. This story can't last forever. We know
Yeah.
that. It would
Yeah.
be funny if it did, but we know it's not realistically. So I wonder how they're gonna like reincorporate that. Like,
I guess it's
not
gotta be them
yeah,
winning the belts down the line somehow, some way.
yeah. Maybe if they win it again, it's like, oh, now you gotta take us serious.
Yeah.
We're tag champs. Treat us with respect. We're not
Yeah.
EVPs, but you're a tag team
We're
champion.
champions. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. I think that's what
uh,
they gotta do.
yeah. That's how they bounce back from this. It's like we
Yeah.
lost our titles, now we get new titles.
And yo, shout out the Bucks, man. They're killing it right now with that
Yeah,
gimmick. I love it.
me too, man. It's so hilarious. I love it. Oh my
AEW,
god.
they're doing it there right now. They're chilling. I like what they've been doing. I know
Yeah.
there's a lot of rumors and shit, but Nah.
That's stupid. That's stupid.
I was reading it. I was like, okay,
It's
y'all just try and make stories now. I was like,
someone's bored over there and be like, "Yo, MVP hates speedball."
yeah,
Like,
like
fucking,
what? Like,
who
I
told you
feel like
that? Who told you that?
somebody was sitting there and was like, yo, who's two random guys
Yeah,
backstage that I could kind of like create a beef for? And for some reason, they landed on the name of MVP
and
and
speedball.
Speedball. Like, what? What? I don't know, man. But yeah,
Yeah.
AEW's been doing their thing lately.
Shout out to Kyle Fletcher. Finally fucking won that
Wow.
belt that he should have won it in
Yes.
Texas.
Great match too. I
Yeah.
think it was, I'm not mad that they gave it to Dustin at Texas. I think now, like hearing like what he's going through, it
Yeah.
was cool to give him the title one last time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like let him get one title reign. He got a defense in, and it was a great match.
It was. It
And
was.
now, what should have happened at All In finally happened, and now
Exactly.
we could continue with what was going on.
Yeah. Yeah. It's great to see. Yeah, I hope uh we got the Kesha and the G1. I hope he does something big there.
Yep,
Hadisero is facing Bandito at Death Before Dishonor. You know, I know
I
exactly when the
saw
title.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, what
Um,
I even forgot that show was happening.
it's happening the weekend after Forbidden Door.
Yeah, I
Which,
did see that.
by the way, I want a quick rant on that. Where the fuck is New Japan? It's in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Wait,
It's in
what
2 weeks.
weekend is?
Literally, it's in 2 weeks from this weekend. So 2 Dynamites left after this week, and no New Japan stars
Okay.
have even
Oh, so it's
set
like the
foot.
23rd. Got you.
24th, I think, that
24th.
Sunday.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, the only one that's happening is the women's match. Monet is defending in a 4-way against one from each promotion.
Got
So
you.
it's like, okay, you got somebody,
They just. I told
but
you last
where
week they
they're going to
Forbidden
the
Door is
week
happening
off?
at the wrong time.
Yeah.
It's happening at the wrong time. They should have focused more on CMLL, like you said. But yeah,
I think because again, Wrestle Dynasty happened this year. That was pretty much Forbidden Door 2.0.
yes,
That should be your second version of Forbidden Door with New Japan tied to it. But
yeah,
from starting next year, it should be AEW and CMLL presents Forbidden Door.
yeah,
New Japan shouldn't be involved in it because we haven't seen anybody from New Japan in months, maybe since
yeah,
last year's Forbidden Door. And that was
yeah.
in
It's
last
been a
July.
minute. It's been a minute. I think they
So
were keeping them off TV to build for this, and then kind of looked at the calendar and was like, "Oh shit, this ain't a good time."
yeah, yeah, because you got the G1 going on at the same time.
Yeah, this was just bad.
Placement.
Yeah,
Because
bad
I
scheduling.
yeah, because I know that like Tony Khan said the reason why they couldn't book Wembley for All In was because Coldplay had a concert the entire month.
Yeah, fuck Coldplay,
So
man.
you could have kept the same schedule. You didn't have to
Yeah,
switch spots. You could have found a way to keep Forbidden Door in July before the G1, and then you know because when did the G1 typically end? Like around this time? Was it close to being done?
to be honest, I'm not even sure. I haven't been keeping up with it heavy this year.
Because if maybe that's it, 'cause maybe they don't show anybody because they're they're all competing in Japan. You're gonna go back to the States for one TV appearance and back, you
That's
know.
true. Yeah,
So
it goes
it's
on to
just
August 17th.
so it's almost ending, but so that's the week before.
Yeah,
We do two
yeah,
episodes of Dynamite to build this shit up.
yeah.
You know,
Basically,
I don't know. I feel
yeah.
it's
I'm
stupid.
telling you, bad scheduling.
Yeah,
They didn't notice and or just didn't care. They were like, "All right, we'll take the L this year, maybe."
yeah,
But I think they didn't notice.
yeah. I don't think they're treating it like a New Japan versus AEW thing. It's just another pay per view. Because so far it's
Yeah,
only been AEW. It's just Athena versus Tony Storm, Okada versus Swerve.
yeah. Oh,
Again, the
that's gonna
Fatal
be
4 is
dope.
happening, and the tag match, the tag titles, Hurt Syndicate versus whoever wins the tournament. So it's
Yeah.
all AEW versus AEW.
Maybe they are just using it like a regular pay per view, and it's
Yeah,
just in London. It's just like, yo,
yeah. It's we're gonna skip out on New Japan this
we
year.
yeah we have people through the Forbidden Door with CMLL, but
Yeah, I mean,
not
yeah,
every match is gonna be a Forbidden Door match. Maybe that's what they're
exactly.
gonna do with it.
They're probably not doing it as heavy this year, like you said.
Yeah,
They're probably just like doing it a regular AEW with like maybe one or two New Japan people in it.
yeah,
Um, so I don't know. I don't know. Okay, again, we were recording this before Dynamite ends, so
And so
someone
yeah,
may
something
pop
could
up.
happen
Yeah,
tonight. Yeah,
yeah,
we're just talking shit before.
yeah.
We're
We're
shit
gonna we're
set
gonna
up.
look back at this and be like, oh,
You're
Tanahashi showed
like,
up tonight.
damn,
Like,
you were
yeah,
talking
yeah,
all that trash, and they
yeah,
already started building.
exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. We shall wait and see because I
Yeah.
kind of feel it doesn't feel like Forbidden Door to me. It just feels
No, it
like
doesn't. Yeah, it's just a regular pay per view.
yeah. And then again, Death Before Dishonor is happening the weekend after, so that's also strange. I
Yeah, they
guess
should have
maybe
just waited for Canada. They should just wait for All
yeah,
Out weekend and did Friday and Saturday.
exactly. Maybe something. Maybe Athena is defending her women's title too. Maybe that's why.
Maybe.
So they need her not in London by then.
Yeah, but you could. I don't know. You
Hmm.
could, like I said, you could have waited for that pay per view. You could have did it in September.
Yeah, possibly,
Yeah.
possibly. But yeah, nothing much happened in wrestling this last week. It was mainly SummerSlam. Was talked about.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
SummerSlam and awards shenanigans.
yeah. But I guess we could wrap it up there.
Yeah.
Not much happened. But yeah, yeah, so that was episode 218 of the Ring Fanatics podcast. Again, I am Nick, your host. With me is my co-host Joel, and we will see you guys next time.
Catch.